For weeks, we've been asking, will the president send federal troops into the Windy City? And if so, when? And the answers are, yes, he will, and now. Armed federal agents have descended on downtown Chicago, the latest site of President Trump's immigration crackdown. According to the governor of Illinois, Democrat J.B. Pritzker, the Department of Homeland Security is requesting 100 National Guard troops to join and protect the federal agents leading the charge to arrest illegal migrants.
ICE is running around the loop, harassing people for not being white. Just a year ago, that was illegal in the United States. Now, ICE is making it commonplace. That's not making America great.
It wasn't immediately clear how many potential lawbreakers were swept up in the latest operation, but the presence of federal troops brought out crowds of protesters. Images show scores of agents, many masked, wearing body armor, and some carrying long guns, marching through the middle of downtown, through parks, past office buildings, all while pedestrians hurl insults demanding that they leave the city. After posting footage of the protesters on his Truth Social page, President Trump then wrote, "Border Patrol will take no nonsense." President Trump welcomed Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu back to the White House for his fourth visit in the last 9 months. Yesterday's meet between the two world leaders was all about ending Israel's war with Hamas, and the fruits of their labor produced a 20-point peace plan. Netanyahu also took the opportunity while in D.C. to apologize to U.S. ally Qatar for a recent missile strike that hit some Qatari citizens. The Prime Minister said that it was aimed at terrorists, and Israel was not targeting Qatar. Now, as for the peace plan, Israel has agreed to it in principle, and it's currently being sent over to Hamas. Now, I parsed through it, and here are the major points. The withdrawal of Israeli forces from Gaza, an end to air and ground attacks immediately after the plan is accepted, the return of all hostages, alive and dead, from Hamas back to Israel, and Israel's release of close to 2,000 prisoners and detained Gazans, and the redevelopment of Gaza to benefit the people of Gaza. A transitional government will be overseen by what's being called a board of peace. The chairman of that board, President Trump. Here he is after that meeting with Netanyahu.
If Hamas rejects the deal, which is always possible, they're the only one left. Everyone else has accepted it. But I have a feeling that we're going to have a positive answer. But if not, as you know, Bibi, you'd have our full backing to do what you would have to do.
Ariana Grande is acting more like the Wicked Witch of the West than Glinda, if you ask the MAGA faithful anyway. Wicked's Good Witch has angered President Trump's most loyal fans after re-sharing an Instagram post from podcast host Matt Bernstein. The post reads in part, "Now that immigrants have been violently torn from their families and communities have been destroyed, now that trans people have been blamed for virtually everything and live in fear, now that free speech is on the brink of collapse for us all, has your life gotten better?" It goes on to ask whether groceries are cheaper or if healthcare premiums have gone down. You get the idea. Well, the president's supporters jumped to his defense, telling Grande that she should stick to what she does best and keep out of politics, or calling her a sheep like most celebrities. You might say she's not very popular with MAGA or the White House either. An administration spokesperson fired back at the pop star in a statement that reads, "Save your tears, Ariana, because President Trump's actions ended Joe Biden's inflation crisis and are bringing in trillions in new investments. He even signed an executive order just like magic that paved the way for the FTC to crack down on Ticketmaster for ripping off Ariana Grande's concert-going fans. Get well soon, Ariana." For more on this story and everything else you could possibly want to know, check out the New York Post in print or online. And don't forget, like and subscribe to the New York Post cast wherever you get your podcasts, and on YouTube. You'll be glad you did.